Hello, I'm making this video to show the effectiveness of the Clark Orbital floor sander. This sander is powered by three 7-inch discs, and it's considered a moderate sander as far as the aggressiveness is concerned. It falls about halfway between the drum sander, which is the most aggressive. But it takes skill, because if you don't know what you're doing, it'll mess up your floor. And it's less aggressive than that, but it's more aggressive than the square buff sander, which is a square pad. That's more of a finish sander. This is for moderate. I currently did about 1 or 2 passes with a 36 grit sandpaper. This is my first time using this machine. I actually bought the machine from the tool rental at Home Depot. I paid $895 for it. And I kind of have mixed feelings about it. What I like about the machine is that it's easy to use. There's no skill involved. And it sands your floor reasonably okay if it's like smooth. But if your floor has dips in it, it won't really get into the dips. You'll have to come back with your palm sander and hit the dips. I changed out the pads. I'm going to go through a second pass right now with 3 more 36-inch grits. And this is my little homemade dust collection system. I just have it hooked up to a shop vac. I had to kind of mess around to get the attachments right. But basically, this is a 2.5-inch hose, and then there's a hose attachment right here. You have to have that attachment or it'll be too big. The red, this into the red, right there. You can figure it out. But this is a nice little contraption. Because basically it vacuumed, because basically my whole entire floor was covered with drywall when the drywall finisher, basically when my drywall finisher, he really didn't exercise any care. I was going to pay someone $300 to try to clean this drywall off the floor, to try to clean the floors, but it's just better to sand the floor, because while I'm sanding it, the vacuum sucks it up. It's like vacuuming while I'm sanding. So I'm like cleaning while I'm sanding at the same time. So it works out pretty good. I hope it's aggressive enough. I'm going to do a little demo. Basically, you press this button first and you pull this trigger. But basically, it's not critical which direction you go, but it's preferable that you go with the grain, always with the grain, just like a drum sander. But hopefully, I just wanted to start this small little room first, just as a test, because this is my first time doing this. And if this room works out good, then I'll do the rest of the house. I got a couple quotes on drywall to finish these hardwood floors. I got one quote for $2,600, the whole house, but he only wanted to do a water polyurethane. And the water polyurethane, it looks kind of cheesy. Basically, I don't do stain. I just do finish only. And the main reason for that, the main reason I don't use a stain, is because if you scratch the floor, the stain will more easily show the scratches, because it's like a different color. So I go natural, but I like going with oil, because the oil gives it like an amber, golden tone, an amber, warm, glowing tone that everybody has been accustomed to over the last 100 years. When you think of hardwood floors, in your mind, your classic picture of hardwood floors, that's oil. Now, a lot of the disadvantage to oil is the fumes. The drying time is a lot longer, so you have to wait longer before you recoat it. And you have to wait, just for it to cure. You have to air out the house. The advantage to it is it doesn't cure as fast as the water, meaning the water sets up really fast. And unless you go up with a really high grade water like Duracell, Duramax, The water's polyurethanes are not really that good. They're not as durable as oil. But just a lot of the beginners, you know, like a lot of the pussies, they like using water just because it's easy to work with. You just brush it on or roll it on with like water whiz. But the oil is a really authentic way to do it, you know. I mean, I have natural woodwork throughout this whole entire house. You know, I don't know if you see the light. I have natural woodwork throughout the whole house. If I was to put a water-based polyurethane, it would make it look so like cheesy and corny that it would just defeat the whole purpose. I mean, the advantage to water is basically a water polyurethane is clear. So basically, it doesn't change at all. Like, it would just look like that. It would just be clear. I want the golden tone. I'm not sure if this is a stain or this is oil. I can't tell, but I like that golden tone. So I just thought I'd do a little review. I'm not sure if I have regrets as far as I should have went with the drum sander or not. You know, this is my first time doing it, and I thought, like, if you don't do the drum sander, if you don't get the hang of it, you'll leave like gouges in your floor. So I just thought I'd do the dummy way, the cheater way of doing it with the Orbital floor sander. I'm going to hit it one more time, do a couple more passes. I change out the pads, and I want to see if I can get these floors sanded down 80 or 90%. Thanks for watching. I'll post a second video once I'm done with my second pass. Thanks for watching.